My name's Louise Mingelbach, and I'm the costume designer for Superman. I started on this at the beginning of August last year, August 2004. At that point, we didn't even have a script, and we started working on the Superman costume. And we didn't even have a Superman. The Superman suit's so iconic, and it's so classic, really, that it was just recreating something that's all been good for decades. We've become so sophisticated in our superhero kind of vocabulary the audience has that you kind of have to keep up with that. So we updated it, but kept it very true to, you know, what it always was, very classic. So we had that. We had a guideline. We had a very clear guideline of what Brian wanted that suit to be. I know that Mrs. Kent made the suit, okay, in the mythology. Well, she, you know, obviously that's suspended here.
Yeah, I like the S. I like that in there.
But the rest of the movie, you know, I think other than having a great Superman suit, you have to create this world, and you have to make it believable, and you have to make it hopefully a little stylish, but not too stylish, unless you're doing that a period film, which of course we're not doing. So I worked with Guy, and we, you know, and he told me the colors he was using in the sets, and we were very, very careful to control the colors. So it's all kind of grays and browns and beiges, and the idea was that when you see Superman, he jumps out at you. He's the red in the movie, he's the blue in the movie, he's the yellow in the movie. And that's still, you know, what we're very conscious of, even in terms of Lex Luthor and his gang.
This is very Gene Hackman.
And Kitty, as extravagant as she'll be in muted as she can be. She'll be in muted colors. And then here's for maybe like be on deck with a matching captain's hat. You know, like with a matching.
I just don't want it to be
no, come on, it's gonna
cartoon.
Be what? Cartoon?
No, I don't want, yeah.
Elegant. Au contraire. What are you talking about? This is. Come on, every girl wants this. What we're trying to do is bring in like a little bit of the 30s, a little bit of the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, all the decades when Superman's kind of been important, an important superhero to us. We're trying to incorporate a little bit of that into the clothes and into the costumes. You can't please everyone, and I think there will be people who are real superhero fans who will not like the size of the S, and they won't like the size of the trunks, and they won't like the cape, how long it is, or how, you know, I mean, there'll be, I'm sure, a million criticisms of this costume. At some point, you have to deal with the body that you were given. We must have tried 20 different styles, and this was what looked best on him. So you have to just think about making your Superman the best Superman he can be.
I said, are you afraid of the Superman curse? And Brandon said, Brandon, nothing I say to you is going to make you not accept this role, but what happens if you accept the role and then there's a Superman curse and you're either injured or killed or something happens to you? And he says, well, the way I look at it is I could not accept the role and something terrible could still happen to me and then I will not have been Superman, so best accept the role. I thought that was kind of clever.
It's an exciting moment in the movie. It's the first time we're seeing Superman in an outfit. Not necessarily the Superman outfit, but an outfit that depicts what Superman is all about.
That's your boy.
That's my boy. Oh my God almighty. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, baby, that's Mama.
She said he's like, I love Brandon. He's like Gregory Peck. Like this, and then it's like falling.
Then you can go, then you can twist.
And then you can twist down and then fall into that. I have a coffee, but otherwise my arm would come down. But I think it'd fall like almost on top of her.
So maybe if you let go of the back here.
Where's your end position?
Back here.
Yeah. And then you sit down. And that's something like where we want to be. I didn't want to use the full Superman costume because once he leaves, in my mind, once he leaves the power and the energy of the yellow sun, he no longer is Superman. He no longer has those powers. He requires the ship and its boundaries and its technology to travel him and protect him, and so it requires a different uniform. We'll do one more this time. Brandon.
Yeah.
Don't reach out so much like a zombie like this kind of thing. It's a little horror film. Just kind of come up behind her and just. She's like, oh my God.
Closer to her then.
Yeah, get up. Yeah,
I'm
go up
afraid I'm
closer.
gonna run into her if I'm gonna fall into her too much, but I'll make it work.
Okay.
I
All
will.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's looking good.